What's up, everybody? It's Nesquik, aka KidKupo with Kupokast. Just want to let you know about Anchor real quick. It's free. The creation tools are so helpful and allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. They also distribute your podcast to Apple, Spotify, and so many other places. You can make money with your podcast and you don't need any minimum listeners or fans. It's the easiest way to make a podcast. Check it out.
What is going on? Choco Bros, Mugals, Namekians, Saiyans, and Majins. Tonight we have a special guest. Very, very special to me because I am a huge fan of most of his characters, honestly. But we'll be talking to him right after the intro. Okay, welcome back to Kupokast. And I am so honored to mention our guest for tonight. But before that, I just want to say I am here with Nightfall.
Hello.
And we are here with Commander Red, Majin Buu, Kid Buu, so many other great voices. The great Josh Martin.
What's up?
Oh, not
How's
much.
everybody doing?
Great. This is
Fantastic.
This is like almost in a lifetime thing for me. I'm just because I'm a huge Boo fan, huge ever since I was a kid.
Well, thank you. The pleasure's mine.
I just want to thank you for coming on with us. So how did you? Because I know you did Commander Red in the original Dragon Ball, correct?
Yes, correct.
How did you come across actually getting into Dragon Ball? Or before that, how did you get into voice acting?
I got into voice acting through directly through Chris Sabat.
Oh, wow. Nice.
He came to see me and Chris Rager and Mike McFarland. We were all in a comedy troupe together. We had been in comedy troupes together for years already. And actually, Mike McFarland found out about the fact that they were dubbing Dragon Ball Z in North Richland Hills, just right up the road from where we all lived in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And he was into it. So he went and got he found out they were having an audition. He went and auditioned. He got, obviously, Master Roshi. He booked it. And he came back to the show and he told us about it. And Rager, being his ever modest self, was like, if Mike can get a part, I can get a part. And so sure enough, he went and he did get an audition. He auditioned for Mr. Satan. He got that part. And so a little bit down the line, they invited Sabat to come out to one of our comedy shows. And he saw me do a character called the Pillsbury Homeboy. A.K.A. the gangster rapping Pillsbury Doughboy. The backstory was he gets jumped on his way home from school one day by a gang of Keebler elves. And it triggers him into being a gangster rapper.
That's awesome.
I redid Snoop Dogg's "What's My Name." So instead of nothing says loving like my crescent rolls, it was nothing says loving like the blunts I be puffing.
Check out some of your comedy. I didn't even know you did comedy, to be honest.
Yeah.
You link me some of your comedy on Twitter, so I can definitely check it out.
You can probably find some stuff on YouTube. It's poor quality from the early 2000s on VHS.
Okay.
Section 8 comedy. And just to warn you, it will probably offend everyone. All of you.
I'm pretty offensive. I try not to be. I try to be a little more tasteful on my podcast, but I do have other segments where I'm a little less tasteful.
Sure. And we did it on purpose. It was comedy to begin with. We weren't just trying to offend people. We were using controversial, topics and finding humorous ways to talk about them.
Okay.
And we got kind of popular for a while, and it was fun. We wanted agents, but no one would hire us because we'd never worked while we were in acting school, and we couldn't get any work because we didn't have agents. So we all liked comedy. We all liked Saturday Night Live, In Living Color, Whose Line Is It Anyway, Second City, SCTV, Groundlings. The State was big back then, stand-up comedians, Eddie Murphy, we all just had like minds, and we were just like, you know what, like a band does, we'll just make our own comedy troupe. And,
awesome.
It took a few years to kind of hone it into something that was really good and that people actually came out to see regularly.
Okay.
Believe it or not. Section 8 comedy. Yeah, it was. And for a while that's all we did, and it got us out of waiting tables, which we all did in acting school, the typical, oh, you're an actor? Really? Which restaurant?
Yep.
That's the deal.
Very cool.
So yeah, that's how I got it. That was boom. Sabat came up to me after that show, and he goes, I think you're the voice of Majin Buu. And I was like, okay. And I didn't know anything about Dragon Ball Z. Nothing. Zero. I may have seen it in passing someplace randomly. Because the art seemed familiar, but I can't, I wasn't a fan, to be honest. And, obviously it wasn't what it is now then. But there were fans of it, like Mike. It was already on his radar, so he knew about it. He was able to find it. So
cool.
Big ups to Mike for turning us on to it. But yeah, and then after I did the Buu thing, Dragon Ball came along. The Commander Red part came along. So I did Majin Buu in Dragon Ball Z before I did Dragon Ball Z before I did Dragon Ball.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Did you have any parts in GT?
They dubbed all after, right?
Yeah, they were.
Say again. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, they were kind of all over with the dubbing because like Z came out and then they went back and did Ball. Did you have any parts in GT? Beyond Buu.
May I might have been a crowd or some random one-line guy, that didn't sound like, that was just me.
Okay.
Because I really didn't, but I don't recall. I think I just really just did all the pink ones.
Okay.
Except for Super Buu, of course.
Okay. No, very iconic voice with what you did with Buu.
Well, thanks. Yeah, like I said, it came from that Pillsbury homeboy mentality. I think Sabat saw the cute sounding voice, which was my take on it. You know how you see videos of little kids and when they cuss, it's cute. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But you see some gangster do it, and oh my God, he's gonna ruin my child. Yep. And so I just and also to the credit of our friend Mark Orvik, who was in the comedy troupe with us, on one of the first days that we all got together, we kind of just went around the room doing imitations. Hey, what do you do? What do you do? And I I was like, oh, I do Scooby Doo, and Mike was like, I do Scooby Doo. Rager does I do Scooby Doo. Everybody did Scooby Doo. I was like, oh damn. And I was like, I do the Pillsbury Doughboy, and they were like, really? I was like, yeah. So I did the crescent rolls deal, and Mark goes, oh dude, come here, say this, and I went, I'm hollering 187 with my dough in your mouth, biatch.
Oh, that is fantastic.
That's what he told me to say. I hope maybe you bleep it or not. I don't know how that works here. Sorry. But yeah, and I had a room full of comedians laughing, so I knew I did something right. You know, we had something there, and sure enough, I mean, that was 1995. And so I'd been doing it 5 years before Sabbath ever saw me do it. And put me on awesome. Dragon Ball Z. So yeah, and then he got me in the studio and said, "There's this big baby. He doesn't know. He just wants to turn people to chocolate. He just wants candy and chocolate. That's it."
Accurate.
You know, and that's all I knew.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He gave me the backstory, but I was so. I mean, you might as well have been speaking, you know, gibberish. It didn't matter. I didn't understand it. Okay. And it's taken me really years and years to really get to put all the pieces together.
Okay.
And I dig it. So I really didn't, to be honest, I didn't know what I was doing when I did it originally. I had no idea why, when, you know, I had some of the backstory and they explained it to me, and that was my fault for not knowing all of it, not really grasping it. But, you know, it was just, here it is.
Hey, that's still
and
a good
it wasn't
take.
as easy as a Mr. Satan, you know, like I'm just a guy, I'm just a big dumb blowhard, you know. Oh yeah.
So you had free range of like, because you with the voices, you basically had free range to like just create and just go wild with your imagination and just
yeah. I mean, and that's pretty much what all actors do and should be able to do. You know, I think that they had been looking for the voice for a while, and you know, back then the talent pool was smaller.
Yeah,
for various reasons. You know, which is made obvious by the fact that Sabbath is every other voice. Just kidding, Sabbath. Pardon me. So, yeah. It just, I took that inspiration, that cute voice, but he's pissed off, you know. Everything's cool. Everything's sweet and crescent rolls until you jump him after school, you know, and then he goes gangster on your ass.
I like that. That is fantastic.
But then I had to do all of that with just a I didn't have any lines for, I mean, days. I'd go in and I'd just look and look and look. Oh, I say boo. And nothing else. Just reactions. Is
that easier or harder?
Say again?
Is that easier or harder?
No,
I say it's harder. It's been easier once Boo's personality has come out. You know, when he went to town, when he went to the city,
okay,
and he saw ice cream, right? And he saw the girl, right? That personality started coming out, and he saw the picture of the GQ magazine or whatever it was, and
yes,
he goes up to the girl and he goes, "You sexy." And when that line was there, I was like, "Oh, finally! Oh, I get to say something more than boo." I used to do the joke with I'd do A-Bear's voice and be, next time on Dragon Ball Z, boo! And that's it. Just every time. That's all I said. Last time on Dragon Ball Z. Boo! Anyway.
Oh, fantastic. So, in terms of like video games, when you're doing voices for video games, is it harder than for the anime?
For me, it's easier. Because there's no restrictions of animation.
Okay.
For the video games, for me, it can be. It's possibly different for other people, but for the most part, I know on Dragon Ball Z video games, it's the same. We don't get any video. The Japanese are actually kind of sticklers about that. They don't give it to us on purpose. Which is why you'll notice a lot of times the video games look horribly out of sync.
Yep.
Because they're not, or because they are out of sync. Basically what they give us the they get the Japanese version, both audio and text wise, right? Okay. Then they have to translate that into English. Then they have to translate that into conversational English, right?
Yeah.
And then it's got to all fit within those beats and syllables that the Japanese did, right? So for me, it's a little easier because, like I said, I got very few lines. So it's mostly just, and Rager hates the, sorry, Japan, but he hates the Japanese voice of Boo. But I'll hear yuck, 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 and then I'll have to go.
Yeah, Japanese version is so different. Yeah.
What do you say?
I was saying Japanese version is so different. Like watching Super with subtitles and everything. It's like, that's not how Boo sounds. It just doesn't work.
Well, I take that as a compliment.
Yeah,
it's interesting, but yeah, I mean, and all the Boos sound just like that. It's like, oh, chocolate, yuck, 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 Boo, yeah, and then I have to go, chocolate, but so I don't see the animation, I don't have the flaps, so I'm just I have to fit it within that same time that I heard and use the text that they write. And I can only imagine how difficult that makes it for the Sabbats and the Schimmels and and Vales and everybody who's got lines to do, and many of them.
The screaming.
Right. So yeah, and that's the other difficult part about doing the dubs is that there are flaps to match. All right, that was great. You don't have that much time. Got to be quicker. Okay. That's what I always hear. Okay, let's do it.
So who's your favorite character that you've done out of all the anime and stuff like that?
Well, I'm definitely partial to my first baby. Majin Buu, the fat one, and and also because I've had the Pillsbury homeboy character with me since '95 as well, so I've kind of held it, been kind of special to me. But I'm super lucky that whenever I get called in, it's for character stuff. So, I don't get to be I'm not the angsty boy in every episode. I'm not the bad villain. I'm not Rager or Inman or Chubbs. You know what I mean? But when they got some crazy, weird character, they give me a shout, and I just get to go in and play for a bit. It's fun. I get to do those characters that I'd never get to do on camera, right?
Yep.
So you like an anime fan, or you're a fan of anime?
More so now, yeah. I'm 45, so I started out with traditional American animation.
What would you say your favorite?
And then From Warner Brothers, I start there. Classic Bugs Bunny, and
Great, the greats.
love a lot of the Hanna-Barbera stuff, the good stuff. After a while, when it got factory, when it got cookie cutter, and they just started banging stuff out, I as a kid, I didn't understand why I didn't dig it anymore, but now as an older adult, I understand why I kind of fell off on that. But then, Animaniacs, huge Animaniacs fan.
I love that.
Right. King of the Hill, South Park, that. I hate to say that, probably my biggest anime fandom is DBZ. And it's for selfish reasons.
Nothing wrong with that.
Beyond that, I don't. Beyond that, I don't. And I have 3 children, so I don't really have a lot of time to invest much time and effort into more than my career and my children.
Well, thank you for spending this time with us.
Yeah.
I appreciate you so much.
Oh, dude, no, absolutely. Actually, they're out playing with friends this evening, so I get a moment to chill out and talk to some adult males. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I don't mean to misgender anyone in case I did. Sorry. But yeah,
dude.
Other people. How about that?
Yeah. Adults.
Other adult.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Other Majins.
See, there you go, baby.
So
I think once this COVID thing's all over, I'm gonna actually do a Majin Buu, Fat Buu cosplay. I'm gonna paint myself pink and I'm gonna get down.
You better.
No, I'm gonna send it to you on Twitter. I'm gonna tag you.
Well, you don't have to give me an exact location, but where in the U.S. about are you?
I'm in CT. I'm in Connecticut. So I have.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, let's see if we can get up there.
Maybe I could talk to the owner. Maybe you could come and do like a signing or something one time. Because
we stay ready.
Well, I would love to meet you. That'd be great. It's great enough even just be able to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best part. Me and Rager love it. We love it. We love coming and hang out and meet people, and we go to the parties.
Nice.
So
yes, indeed.
What it's all about? Just having a good time.
I've got to ask: Are you in like your own personal like recording booth with all the changing lights and everything?
I am. I stole the LEDs from my children. And the reason that they're blinking is because the old man hasn't figured out how to stop it yet.
Oh.
I can't figure these things out. I keep pushing a button.
I went a little old school tonight.
It changes cycles. Oh, look at there. That's nice.
Oh, lava lamps are
That's
amazing.
nice. Also, got the lava lamp.
Yeah.
And this is my closet. I did. This is convertible. This is a lot of engineering going on that I can take up and down and have a regular closet because it's a big one that I share with my wife.
Okay.
And I don't keep it up all the time. I don't, voice auditions or whatever.
Okay.
And then I take it down. With any luck, I have to keep it up.
So, with the COVID and everything, have you been doing a lot of work from home, or were you able to go into the studios?
I did a few things from home early on in the summer, after they figured out that nobody was going anywhere and they wanted to keep producing things. And so, Funimation provided kits for voice actors to make that happen.
Oh, cool.
That was crazy. But yeah, it was, I don't know how much of that I can discuss. So anyway, but
fine.
yeah, they took care of the process. They did some, both technical and, manual engineering, to make all that happen, and a lot of the stuff that you were able to keep watching on Funimation.com and all the other things, it was being produced the same way it had been simulcast. You know what I mean? They import it. They, of course, things slowed down for a bit, but after a bit, they just went right back to business as usual, as close to it as possible.
Okay.
And so whatever you've been watching has been being made under those conditions. So give some extra props to those people when you see them.
Definitely will. Okay.
Thank you.
Monica Rial talked. I saw her at a convention, I think last year or the year before, and she was talking about how they would sometimes play like little jokes on each other in the recording booth. So, have you ever played any of those kind of jokes? Can you tell us any stories?
I have not specifically, like I said, I don't get to go in for the big parts a lot, so my parts are usually quick and easy, and I bang them out. In Ace Attorney, I got I think Waycamp left a couple of bombs for me. But I was just so, do you guys watch Ace Attorney at all? Seen my character Larry Butts?
I have right. Yet.
He's just a crazy maniac, and so I was just, I was in the zone. I was just like, yeah, Larry Butts, and Waycamp said something, and I just kept going. I didn't miss a beat. I did my line. And not until we listened to it back and they kept it in there did I hear it. I couldn't tell you what it is. I'm sorry. But I don't have any good stories like that. The only thing that I can say that I've done, if you got really good earphones and they didn't mix it down too good, pretty much any crowd scene there is, I'm saying some stupid shit. I'm saying something smart ass. I'm making something up that doesn't make any sense. I'm talking seriously. I mean, we're okay, guys. You're in a crowd scene. This is everyone's shopping, and let's see, and that goes on for 3 minutes. So, what? Yeah. All right. And since there's only 3 of you in the booth, we're probably going to have to do it a couple of times.
Oh man.
Okay. Well, after 6 minutes of making small talk, but that comes from improv.
Mm-hmm.
Just talk about a bunch of stuff. Just be silly, So if you can, if you got the time, if you got some really good earphones, and they didn't just cover it with a bunch of stuff, if you can hear me, I'm saying something silly. Guaranteed.
Definitely.
Guaranteed.
That's a new game for us around here. We'll go hunting for that.
I'm probably doing some copyright infringement. Saying some saying some names. I think I said Sony PlayStation one time, and I remember that for some reason specifically.
Are you a gamer?
Telling somebody that I used to do it more often. These days the only time I have is to watch YouTube gamers.
What's your favorite game?
I love the fact, Hitman 3 is my favorite one to watch recently.
Okay.
I can't wait till GTA 6 comes out. I loved Katamari Damacy back in
for a Grand Theft Auto game.
Oh, dude, right? Come on, I'm ready. Thank you. Thank you.
After this, I'm tagging Rockstar on Twitter with your name, if you don't mind. They need to give,
I appreciate it. Yeah, go ahead. Check out my
perfect personality. You'd be great, dude. Oh, you'd be fantastic.
I appreciate that compliment.
Yes.
If you check out my socials, I just dropped a trailer of a movie that I'm in, and it's kind of I'm a little bit of a gangster in that.
Nice.
A little bit of a bad guy. It's fun.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'd have to check that out.
Please do. Josh Martin Voice on Twitter and Original Boo on Instagram.
Oh, nice.
Do I like what?
You like gangster flicks?
Gangster flicks, yeah. Boys in the Hood, Colors.
Nice.
I'm old school like that.
Bronx Tale.
Good, yeah. Oh yes, come on, yeah.
Donnie Brasco.
Donnie Brasco.
There we go.
Donnie Brasco. Speaking of Goodfellas and Animaniacs, the Good Pigeons.
They're my favorite.
Those are some of
I
my
love
favorites,
them.
right?
I love Good Pigeons. They're my favorite. I like a better Piggy in the Brain than everybody. Those are my dudes.
Tommy, you're an optimist. What did you call me? I said you're an optimist. What? What do you mean I'm an I forget. What is he? What do you think it was? No,
optometrist.
I forgot it. See, this is what happens when you get old, kids. I used to have this bit down.
Did you like the new one?
That's it. Yes. Totally. I love all those guys. Right, Rob. Good night, everybody.
I was a little sad they didn't have some of the other characters in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How they did Piggy in the Brain.
Well, it's all well and good, but I mean, I Slappy Squirrel was honestly like a reincarnation of my grandmother. No joke, she really was like that. It's kind of disturbing. And then, of course, the Good Feathers and Buttons and Mindy, I guess, to some degree, but I don't know.
Oh, and what was... I love the little girl who would walk out of the house and do the one-liner and then go back in. Okay, love you, bye-bye.
Yeah. Yes.
And now it's time for a good idea, bad idea. Good idea. Tom Bodette.
Yes. Or mime time.
Having a brain.
Yeah.
Bad idea. Walking through a puddle in a rainstorm. Lightning comes.
Oh, yes.
So classic.
Oh, classic.
Wheel of morality. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson we should learn.
Moral number 6.
Today's lesson ends. Yeah, what?
Then there's the what's it called song? The States. What is it, the States song? I think
that was actually very
them,
helpful for my daughter learning the states and the capitals. I just played that song on loop for her, and she aced the test.
Wow!
There you go.
Yeah. See, it's educational and entertaining.
He's so good too. He nails it every time.
No offense to my other voice actors and guests. This is my favorite episode though. It's my favorite episode.
Yeah, that's good. That's exactly what you're supposed to say this week.
I speak the truth, nothing but the truth.
You're too kind. You're too kind. No, I appreciate you having me. This is fun. I love doing it. I'm an egomaniac.
Yeah,
so you did the androids too, though, right? You did Super Android 13, I believe.
15.
Android 15, right? Yeah.
That was the purple
15.
one, right?
Yeah.
Were they?
Yeah, the little purple zoot suit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get him in 14.
Yeah, right. Well, he just. I'll preface this with the talent pool was smaller. Right, and we did a little bit of a stereotype there with some gangster pimp accent tone there, and I didn't know that they were going to. They decided, or they didn't tell me that they were going to pitch it later, whether they had decided to do that, and I think, depending on the recording that you. Watch and hear, some of them aren't pitched. Some of them is just break yourself, Goku.
Oh man,
and then other times I hear it and it's break yourself, Goku.
Is that
so
like
I don't know who does that or why or when. I don't know. Do you guys have you guys noticed that?
A bunch of different people who do different dubs. They do like they've I don't know the reason for it, but I know like some they like mess with a lot of like this stuff with the dubbing and stuff.
they might change the pitch a little bit?
I was watching a YouTube video about like all the stuff they changed between all the different dubs, and they changed some weird stuff.
Right.
Like I don't know why they do it, but
Well, yeah. So anyway, yeah, I have no idea. I remember the first time I saw it pitched, I was like, dude, they could have just asked me to do my Chris Tucker. I could have done that. It saved them a lot of post time. Damn. You don't got the fuck out.
Yes, Android 15 kind of does look like Chris Tucker.
See, right. You know, the odd thing about that is that I'm 15 and Chris Rager is 14, but in Japan, the Zoot Suit is 14, and Rager's character is 15. But Funimation imported it. They received it in reverse order.
Oh.
And so they received Chris's episode first, and so they named him Android 14.
Okay. Interesting.
And then they got mine second, and because communication wasn't on the internet, wasn't as clear as it is now. We used the Mexican. The Mexico dub.
Really?
The Spanish version. Yes.
So does it go to Mexico first and then up here, or at least back then?
Back then, that was the quickest way for us to get it.
Ah, interesting.
We couldn't, or they couldn't get it from Japan. To dub, right?
Okay.
I don't know how all that worked, but yeah, when we would watch it first, preview it, it would be, con quieres es punto que chocolates or whatever, yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess lines of communication have gotten a lot better over the years, and you guys probably have like a direct line to Japan now.
Yes, and now it's all in Japanese.
Okay.
And that helps because that helps us know a little bit more of the direct intention and tone from the original actor, because sometimes you don't have all that backstory. You don't have time to hear all of it, to get all of it.
Okay.
You see the words, you watch it, you listen to what they did. They go back. If you want to watch it again, go ahead, do it. If not, let's go.
Okay.
Got to make the donuts.
Yes.
That's what dubbing is. Dubbing is a technical deal.
Oof. It seems pretty difficult, and thank you very much for being able to do that and entertain all of us.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank y'all for letting me. I appreciate it.
So, out of all of the anime in existence right now, if you could pick any part to play, who would you pick?
All Might. Just go ahead and take that from Sabbath. He's got plenty of parts.
Can you give us a plus ultra real quick?
I don't even know. No.
Okay.
Plus ultra.
You know what? I think that could work.
I'll just do my best, Chris Sabbath. Hey Josh. Yeah, he likes chocolate, and yeah, that's it. Just likes chocolate. Here we go. That's Sabbath. Because he directed me on all the early ones.
Okay.
On all the early Boo. Yeah.
Well,
fellas, listen, I hate to do this, but if I don't get these kids, then CPS is going to come and get me.
We do not want that.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can have
Thank you
on
guys
again.
so much. Please
you.
do. I'm ready.
Okay, we'll definitely be in the. If you could stay in here if you'd like, and whenever we ever get you on again, you're more than welcome. So, thank you so much,
I'm not
ladies
going
and gentlemen.
anywhere.
This has been the great Josh Martin, my favorite Majin Buu. Thank you so much. Much love. Be safe, and please, please keep entertaining us. Me. Take care.
My pleasure.
I love
Thank you guys.
Thanks for joining us.
Stay well. I love you too. All right.
We will.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.